Hello everyone, I am Randy Suarez, aka Silva, today back here with another amazing reaction. This time we're reacting to some more SunnyV2, the Christian TikToker who was secretly a monster. Seems like a lot of them are coming out lately, huh? Oh boy. At this point, like, bro, what? Why? Just why you think, hey, just because I have money, I can start messing with minors? I will never understand that. With that people with that type of mindset, and it just anyway, y'all don't hear me to complain about that. Y'all hear me to watch. You here to see my reaction to this video. So y'all like any of this content, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, subscribe to SunnyV2. I will leave the original link to this video down below so you can watch it uninterrupted. Also link to my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Follow me on those social platforms. I'll link to my Cashapp. If you're gracious enough to donate 5, 10, or whatever you want to donate, that's fine. You don't, that's fine as well. But same thing with super things, but it's by donating, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing, it lets me know that y'all rock with the channel, rock with the content, and rock with your boy. But anyway, further ado, buckle up and let's get started. Alright, we here with some more SunnyV2. You already know the title of the video, so let's go.
Joe Robe made it seem like he was holy.
Who is Joe Robe? I guess I'm found out now.
Than holy. As a Christian youth pastor, he dedicated his TikTok to showing respect for women until 6 different people.
Right. By him saying showing his respect to women and using TikTok, I already don't trust him.
Exposed him for his own secretly terrible history. You could see the red flags in early tweets like this one. I am a Christian, and I support LGBTQ, and I support BLM, and I support people of other faiths, and I support a women's right to choose. The need to vocalize his own morality was almost strangely excessive.
Yeah, it is. Because thing is, one, nobody asks. Two, if you have to literally tweet all that, it makes you look very suspicious regardless.
And his TikTok videos weren't any different. He wanted to punch all men who talked about how women dressed, while reminding his female followers that they had total control of their body. When he wasn't supporting women, it was instead minorities.
It's homophobia, racism, misogyny, you name it, all thinly veiled as a joke, and you're not fooling anybody.
Which people found suspicious long before he was exposed.
Yeah.
But when this dude is making almost his entire personality about respect women, always be nice to women, respect, it gets a little overboard to me.
It does, because you can respect women. That's guaranteed. But you have to you have to show that, like genuinely show that, and not just say it. Like you have to be genuine.
Honest.
When questioned about his motives, Joe Robe snapped pretentiously,
Just imagine being so worried about losing your male privilege that you would call anything that has to do with equality for women anti-men.
believing that
Okay.
when all men are killed, he'd be spared because of his TikToks.
Really?
And when he did also occasionally
Oh God. Okay. This is what happens if you start believing you're hyped so much. Look, I've been doing YouTube for about to be 2 years now. I still don't believe my own hype. I enjoy doing it because I have fun with it. But if you so far up your ass believing you're going to be spared because you're respectful for women, I hate to break that bubble to you, buddy. Your delusions are delusions.
support men,
Now I've talked about men getting body shamed, women getting body shamed.
the objective was still the same. Try to make himself seem like a person who did no wrong. The caption of his merch was literally "Be Better," which seemed true to him as a church office manager and youth pastor on the weekends.
So depending on how long you've been following me, you may or may not know that I'm actually a very religious person.
People therefore heavily respected him, even making stan accounts such as Lovely Joe Robe, while comments on his live streams read, "I have so much respect for you. You speak for others and it makes me so happy." Any videos criticizing him were met with thousands of dislikes until people became suspicious suspicious of Joe Rogan's supposed morality. In late 2020, a TikToker named Gemini Official was exposed for his relationships with multiple young girls. Being in line with Joe Rogan's content, people asked him to talk about it, although for whatever reason, Joe Rogan avoided the topic.
I don't understand why there's people like this out there. Things are okay to mess with minors, like, no.
Message Joe Rogan saying, hey, this is a problem, can you speak about it? Which is bizarre that it would take you so long to talk about somebody who's grooming children.
Joe Rogan later explained on Discord that denouncing the actions was simply too obvious, although having previously claimed the goal of his TikTok was to create a safe space for young people, it seemed odd that Joe Rogan didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Perhaps he was simply avoiding drama, but this wasn't the only example where Joe Rogan deflected an obvious topic. He'd become friends with a TikToker named The Calvin Brandel, whose videos promoted a similar sentiment to those made by Joe Rogan. Well, turns out he'd been doing exactly what he disavowed, explaining he thought it was okay because he was a TikToker named The Calvin Brandel, whose videos promoted a similar sentiment to those made by Joe Rogan. Well, turns out he'd been doing exactly what he disavowed, explaining he thought it was okay because
Let me hear the reason.
was TikTok famous.
No! No, it's not okay. Damn! Just because you're famous, even if you're not famous, it's not okay. Oh. People can't be this stupid. And yet they are, and people is this like this, and they need to be put out of the pasture. God damn it. Okay.
I felt that with TikTok, my ego was super inflated, and I felt like I was invincible, I was unstoppable, I couldn't make any mistakes.
Despite having photos together on Instagram, Joe Rogan avoided the situation.
You have no problem calling out problematic men, but it seems like the problematic man is your friend, and you're a little quiet.
Eventually addressing what had happened with this iconic statement.
I'll say it again. If you groom somebody, you are disgusting. The scum of the earth.
Joe Rogan, however, was doing exactly this himself.
This was somebody that I felt safe around, but I don't feel safe around him anymore because he's a groomer.
On one unassuming Wednesday, 17-year-old TikToker DillG16 uploaded the following video.
This video will be about one of the biggest hypocrites I have ever met in my life, Joe Rogan. John is a disgusting and terrible hypocrite who abuses his platform by using his clout to groom and prey upon underage boys. He has done this to multiple people, including me. John first followed me whenever I had about 30,000 followers and joined my live stream and asked for my Snapchat, so I gave it to him. After Snapchatting for a few weeks, he asked me if I wanted to get an Airbnb with him on my 18th birthday, which was over 3 months away. He started to send me links to one-bedroom Airbnbs, and he offered to purchase me alcohol if I went. And this is him talking about the one-bed.
Okay. Alright. Alright. People like that needs to go. Period. Go right now. Here's the thing. You know what? You want to feel like you're defenseless? Go to prison right next to Big Tyrone and Big Bernard. You're gonna feel defenseless.
Room. He knew that I did not want to get the Airbnb, so he thought if he invited one of my IRL friends, I would want to go.
No!
That's him asking when he was going to turn 18.
And while Joe Rogan was at least waiting until their 18th birthday, the group chat they shared wasn't quite so clean.
During one of the Zooms with all of my TikTok friends, John thought it would be a good idea to have us all take a BDSM score test and send him our results. Keep in mind, the youngest was 15 years old and the oldest were 19, and there were only two 19-year-olds and everybody else was 17.
Fucking sicko. Fucking sicko.
Below.
Which had happened just a month before Joe Rogan's 28th birthday. DillG added one more detail before the video finished.
I found out that there are multiple people that John has groomed.
As a person named Coco then also came forward.
He started asking like different questions, like what state do you live in, and do your parents let you travel, and do you like to travel, and and he offered to buy me a room with him. He offered to buy me alcohol. This is the one quote I remember him talking to me. I may be a pastor, Or I may work for God, but I'm not against kids having fun.
That is creepy as hell.
Should have realized it right there.
Then there was another.
I can't go into
More?
specific details about what happened between me and Joro because it is quite not safe for work.
And another after that.
He'd also make promises about getting Airbnbs and meeting up with us. He promised alcohol and hot tubs.
Joe Robe's accusers then made a Google Doc listing everything else he'd done. He'd tried to get blank and blank to create an OnlyFans once he turned 18 and said he'd set it up for him and subscribe, also strangely bribing the group to call him hot and locking a girl who was also intoxicated out of Zoom for calling him old and refusing to call him hot. Papa Gut talked about the document in this video here, after which he'd been messaged a story worse than every other one combined. I ran a small fan account for Joe Robe on Instagram. He eventually asked for my Snapchat. He told me no one else had his Snapchat and made me promise to not give anyone it or to tell anyone what we talk about. Conversations got really weird and he sent me a lot of dirty pictures, 4 of which were included to prove he wasn't lying. I was also 14 at the time. He didn't even bother to ask how old I was or for any form of identification, but he would call me a baby a lot and would try and force me to call him daddy.
Jail. Prison. Underneath the prison. Put down. I don't care. Dude, what? Oh. Oh, okay. They're becoming out.
To make matters worse, John's church profile explained, outside of his work at St. John, he is a private music teacher with over a dozen students, and up until recently was the activities chair for the Northern Sky District of the Boy Scouts of America.
Oh no.
But wait until you hear why he left his previous job. Someone messaged one of the accusers, I wanted to reach out because I'm on staff at the church he used to work at. He was removed from staff over 2 years ago, and he was really upset with our church and strict protocols for working with youth, so he left to go to another church. We're currently in the process of contacting the other church and places he's at, as well as local authorities. Joe Robe's LinkedIn partially confirms the story's legit, as it shows he previously worked in the very same church as the lady who told the anecdote. Unsurprisingly, people demanded Joe Robe also lose his new job,
St. John Lutheran Church. You have some explaining to do.
With Papa Gut even calling the church directly.
This is the church that he works at. I know this because I called the church that he works at and I asked him if he works there. They said yes. I told them that they were very serious and credible allegations. They immediately hung up after they said, oh, thank you.
Despite hanging up the phone, the church quickly deleted Joe Robe from their website before iSpeak1906 extracted an unofficial statement.
The pastor reached out and he wants to remain anonymous. However, the bishop is aware and he has been terminated and authorities have been contacted, and that's about all that we have.
But the bigger question was, how did Joe Robe himself respond? Did he make a self-aimed TikTok about his own heinous actions? Well, no. He deleted his TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, even his LinkedIn, and hasn't been heard from since. His refusal to address the 2 previous situations suddenly all made sense, while others were less surprised. The accusation can't be real. A white knight influencer being secretly an awful person is unheard of. Not even surprised. It's always these types of men that end up being predators, but no one was less surprised than one of Joe Robe's former friends. As someone who personally knows John Bell and lived with him at university for a year, I can assure you that he's not the good guy here, and that these accusations line up with his past behavior. The dude was all-knowing, manipulative, homophobic, and tried to give off this ultropious Christian facade. Nothing about his online presence was genuine. Karma is taking a toll on him, and I'm glad he's getting thrown off the internet. Before any of this happened, Vegan Teacher had stated, John Robert Bell, you're going straight to hell. And it turns out her song hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, now Vegan Teacher can't talk no more because she put herself in a pickle. So yeah, but why? Just people like that. I don't know, man. I can say they can seek help, but at the same time they need to seek an ass whooping. That's all I can say. But yeah, that's the end of the video. So if you like any of this content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to SunnyV2. I will leave the original link to this video down below so you can watch it uninterrupted. But till next time, please take care of yourself. Stay hydrated, stay safe, stay warm. Peace out.
Little questions is everything they know about you.